Coming up on First at 4, plans for a prison in Letcher County are getting some pushback, and some organizations have sent a letter to Congress about it. And a debate in Washington continues as the clock ticks toward a federal government shutdown.
Plus, we are tracking showers and storms across the region. Those details coming up as Mountain News First at 4 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, organizations sent a letter to Congress asking to pause legislation fast-tracking plans for a Letcher County prison. More than 150 organizations were listed. The Bureau of Prisons, legislators, and committees have been in talks about the prison for many years. Artie Ann Bates, who is a member of an organization opposed to the prison, says there are just too many concerns about the facility.
Humanitarian, environmental, legal, water quality downstream from a sewage treatment plant big enough to service a prison that size. Some elderly people in the area have safety concerns.
Community leaders supporting the plans who spoke with us today say they hear and have addressed concerns. The Bureau of Prisons met with the public in November of 2022. We'll have much more about this coming up tonight at 6. The boyfriend of Crystal Rogers has been charged in connection to her disappearance. The Bardstown mother has been missing since 2015 and is presumed dead, but her body has never been found. The indictment from the Nelson County Courthouse indicates Brooks Houck is charged with murder and tampering with evidence. The search for Crystal Rogers' body has been extensive through the years. The Louisville office of the FBI announced Houck's arrest this morning.
We are tracking some much needed showers and storms across the mountains for your Wednesday afternoon. Let's take a live look at First Alert Pinpoint Doppler. Some heavier showers into portions of southern Kentucky, also northeast Tennessee, as we zoom into portions of Bell County, also into Campbell, Claiborne, into Lee County, Virginia as well. Heavier shower not too far away from Middlesboro. This is all pushing off to the east, so a heads up in places in Lee County, Virginia, also into far eastern Claiborne County, Tennessee. Watching out for some heavier showers and storms. Also some heavier storms not too far away from Norton and Wise County, also stretching into Dickinson and Buchanan County as well. Also southern Pike County getting in on some heavier showers at this hour, and more light to moderate showers in Perry County, also into Clay, Leslie, Bell, Harlan counties as well. Nothing severe, but some heavy showers are possible as we go into this afternoon, and some areas have already picked up on some heavier showers, especially along and west of I-75. Places in Pulaski County, also Wayne County, McCreary County, looking at 2 to possibly 3 inches of rain as we go through your Wednesday. And more showers on the way tonight, and then more showers on Thursday, but some drier and warmer air is on the way by Friday, also the weekend. All those details coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. The House of Representatives is continuing debate on 4 of the 12 appropriations bills needed to fund the government, but their work will not be done in time to avoid a government shutdown, which looks more and more likely. CBS's Skylar Henry has the latest from Capitol Hill.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says he needs more time to pass the 12 spending bills needed to fund the government. So he's pushing for a short-term continuing resolution that would temporarily avoid a government shutdown.
We will pass a continuing resolution, bring that rule up hopefully on Friday.
But some hardline Republicans say they will oppose any CR, even if it means a government shutdown.
I'm a no and will remain a no. My advice is buckle up, there's turbulence ahead.
Speaker McCarthy tried to sweeten the short-term bill by including Republican priorities such as deep spending cuts and tougher border policies, but those additions make it almost impossible to pass in the Senate.
The Senate is working on its own continuing resolution, which has broad bipartisan support to keep the government open for the next 6 weeks at current spending levels.
Or we can shut the government down in exchange for a zero meaningful progress on policy.
The White House is warning that a shutdown would impact all Americans. One example, TSA and air traffic controllers would have to work without pay.
Look, they're pros, and they do what's required of them, just like our service members in uniform do. But it certainly doesn't help with that safety critical job for them to come to work with the stress of not getting paid.
The White House says that in previous shutdowns, there were significant delays and longer wait times for travelers at airports across the country. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Military members will also have to work without pay during the government shutdown. The second Republican presidential debate is just hours away with a smaller onstage lineup than the first event last month. The Republican National Convention has confirmed 7 candidates will be on the Simi Valley debate stage. Qualifiers include polling and donor numbers and signing a pledge to support the eventual Republican nominee. The 2-hour debate is set to begin tonight at 9 on the Fox News channel. We'll take a closer look at what to expect at 4:30. But coming up next here on First at 4, 1 astronaut and 2 cosmonauts return home, making history.
And we are tracking soggy weather to continue into this evening. Your full forecast coming up after this break.